He did?
Yeah.
He didn't,
All with Slack.
he didn't email me.
He didn't email us.
I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
You did? You're going to resolve the whole thing? Close it and we're done? Go work for a big company?
What's your organizational consulting look like right now? Who have you done it with?
Like current people?
And past?
Oh, and past? Oh my word.
Well, just do like the past 3 years, since 2 years since we've started with you. So like that's when the kids. No.
No, I love, like I worked for Adventist Healthcare System and I love doing the big ones.
Like how long ago was that?
That was a while ago, like 7 years.
Okay.
McKesson, 7 years. Like when I was consulting with McKesson. I laid myself off and then hired myself as a consultant.
Can you talk to people there?
If I wanted to.
Okay. What about?
But the problem with those would be travel. That's my biggest thing. So.
Well, so this is not selling.
Mm-hmm.
This is called customer discovery, and creating. Lost me. It's creating information so that you can make decision making in the future and know what value you're bringing. So if you talk to your past customers and they let you talk, like have an exit, and you ask them what kind of value you brought, then you're able to define your value prop with numbers.
Okay, so I actually did that with the two people that I talked to regarding the accelerator.
Yeah.
And one of them, who is a former CTO, he said the value prop for me was the ability to get people to work together that have a really hard time doing that. That's what he used me for a ton. But there wasn't a dollar associated with that. Whereas the other one told me that he said, I could look at my organization and know that I kept my ones in my organization because of the work that you did, like his top performers.
Okay, so then you can build a case
The case could be on that.
The case studies can be on that.
Right, and that's exactly what he told me to do.
And then you could do it with Eden too.
Yep, Eden I could do it with. Mattress Safe, although getting her nailed down is, I don't know if it'd be worth it because she's very all over
That's fine.
the place, but A+ Exteriors, I could definitely do that because it created, like he fired people, which they should have been. He put the right people in the right roles and got rid of the people that weren't effective for that. So I believe that he could do that. The thing that we're going to do for next steps. Circle of Friends will tell you the same thing. Like, it helped, but where do you find that? That's where I struggle with what I do, is hitting that dollar amount of what it helped. So
then you're not a unicorn here, like other people do what you do.
Correct. But I'm really special.
I know.
No, I'm kidding.
I know.
But I'm not a unicorn. I'm a narwhal.
So go talk to those people and see how they define it.
So ask Diane and Glenn and all of them.
All people that do what you do.
Oh, ask the others.
Because you're not
alone. Like I talked to Jim.
Like you're not the competition either.
No.
Like you could do this like organizational consulting. You could call up a consultant and you want to make it kind of the same market. So like call people in Dallas or call people in Orlando or similar cost markets.
Yes.
So that you have. So that's some homework.
It's a lot of homework.
But it would be good homework.
It would be good homework.
I'm sure they would be willing to have a conversation.
Oh, they will. There's no doubt. There's even, like, as you've been talking, I have someone who works at Amazon, the services part of it, and she does OD, and I could easily reach out to her and ask her, and she's Atlanta-based now. True.
Because that would help you create your value prop, right? To your organizational businesses.
It would.
Because they'll have a number. They're defining value some way.
Correct.
So you don't have to create it yourself. They're already doing it. You just have to know what it is.
And find that from them. That's true. I think this is the thing that keeps swirling through my head is one thing that I try to communicate, and we all do when we're doing the coaching stuff, is for people to focus on the things that they absolutely are passionate about as opposed to trying to do everything else. I don't know how passionate I am about running a business. Can I do it? Yes. Have I done it in the past? Yes. I love the work I do.
But you could run a business, right?
I could. I think I'd probably be more interested in it than you know more. You could teach me. I'd probably be more interested in it than the coaching.
So if I look across like major buckets in an organization, you have like your operations, like the production, the work, and so I like doing the work of what I do. And then you have your finance, accounting, legal, all that stuff. Okay, not a problem at all. And then you have your people, not a problem, because that kind of flows so easily in that. But then you have this whole sales and marketing stuff. You like marketing, but you'd rather do the coaching. There's my gap right there. The business development, sales, marketing.
So then you have to find someone.
Correct. But then I have to pay them. I don't want anyone else to live in my house if I don't know them. I already have a waiting list of people that want to live with us. I can't pay them. And plus, I want to pay them way more. And I tell them that all the time.
So you could step into that role.
I was gonna say, I don't think I would hate that.
You could.
I think I would like it.
Well, that's what we started with. That's what
I just
business
don't
development
know
was.
anything about that, and I feel like when we got started, I just felt like there were a lot of like roadblocks to overcome.
So I think it's your word of mouth. So it's showing up at Rotary and
YPOW.
Chamber and YPOW and Woodstock Business Club or Camp Business Club.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but she will. No?
We went together. We're good.
Okay.
They were
that's-
completely rude. They're
that's-
vulgar.
And
I
they're
don't like
vulgar,
them.
yes. So, but Rotary's not. and
Rotary's not. Chamber's not.
Chamber's not. So you want to work with those people.
Yeah.
That's where you go. You just have to show up.
Over and over.
Yep.
Yeah. No, and I 100%, and that's actually what we started off as, is that Katie Joy would do biz dev.
And you don't like that, so.
Yeah, you enjoy that.
I'm business development.
She's the only one who goes to YPOW. She's the only one who wants to go to YPOW.
And then you can debrief,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah, there's a lot I don't know about that realm, but I like the idea of like connecting people, and I don't know. I would be willing to learn.
You need to go back to the original job description.
Yeah. I remember we had a meeting where we were gonna, kind of read the job description, and she just took she did an X over the whole.
so in that social media could go away pretty fast if the marketing
Came
brought
out.
you
Yes, 100%.
And it's not that I don't like social media. I don't like playing the game of social media. Like, oh, you have to keep up and do this. I love taking pictures. I love documenting what we're doing. I like what I feel like social media in its purest form is for, but I hate the game. You have to post this many times.
the algorithm.
TikTok, all that stuff.
Nope,
Make
I
sure you
don't.
post this content. So I just don't like playing the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Any other thoughts about that value prop? I mean, that's a good base.
Yeah, that's really good. I have to think and pray. Really, I have to pray and obey. That's what I have to go do. But it's interesting that much of this that we've been talking about, like, do I make it a for-profit business? Do I do this? Do it? So it's in there, and I know there's something that has to change. What am I willing to do? an intentional legacy I know was directly from what he spoke in my heart, that I was supposed to start intentional legacy when I did. Well, actually, he told me in the 80s, so maybe I was a little slow in obedience.
What about entrepreneurs?
That was in the 90s.
Good track record.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Comes in seasons.
It does come in seasons, and there's stuff going on, so it's okay.
And you're doing it.
I am doing it now, and I am thankful for that. There's a little bit of faith in this. Leap of faith. In the sense of,
So I think the neat part is that you have the people.
oh, they're perfectly.
So
Yes.
like that is the core of anything is like if you have the right people, and you do. So
You just gotta step up. I'm just gonna do the thing.
Yeah, that's true. But if I do all, this is my if then, which is always dangerous. If I build all this and then I decide I don't want to do this anymore, I leave a lot of people hanging.
well, you create that position that if you have enough business, then you can step out.
True.
If you need to research what the cost would be for your role to bring someone else in, and use that as the placeholder number.
The cost for that, I mean, that's low for the cost for because I made that 15 years ago.
Right.
So
But who
actually
could,
more than that.
But if someone wants to work with small businesses and they don't want to move, and